This is the awkward part where we sit here until they tell us we're good to go.
I think we're live.
Watch me forget what I wanted to mention. There was two things, and I can only remember one thing.
I'm pretty sure we're live.
I think we are. I mean, I pushed the button.
It says we've been live for 18 seconds.
Okay, well, hopefully we are.
Hi, guys.
Zen, are we there? Hello.
I guess we're never here until Zen says we're here.
Yeah. While we're waiting.
And we're alive. Well,
yay.
Join up to today's Lefty and Ed show.
Yes.
So, Lefty, I noticed that you're sporting like a really cool shoulder pad thing.
Oh, well, see, I got a new tattoo. So I got to put Aquaphor on, so it's basically Vaseline, like petroleum grease. But I don't want to ruin my shirts. So I hold it up with the tape now.
Oh.
Because I don't want to ruin this cool Aquatella shirt that somebody sent me in the mail.
Look!
Some random guy from Tennessee got me a shirt and mailed it up here.
We're Twinkies.
So thank you for the shirt.
Whoops, wrong. Here, I'll do the same thing.
They're almost in the same spot in our arm, too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, thank you for the shirt and my little surprise gift that was in there.
Yep.
I forgot to grab the surprise gift. Ed got me a picture of John and Lisa signed.
Yep. They were really swell people.
They are. I'm really looking forward to seeing them in a month.
Yep.
Practically, it's only a month away, and then right when I get back, it's almost time to go back to work, which kind of sucks.
That's horrible.
Make sure I posted this on all the Discords. Where's the other one? It's not ready to go. So how is your dad doing?
He's doing really good. He's eating normal and stuff. We don't know why his intestines inflamed last week.
Oh, that was what ended up happening?
Yeah, we thought it was appendicitis, but it was his intestines had inflamed, and it was, how do you, colitis?
Colonitis?
Yes. Well, not colonitis, but
cola something.
Yeah. It's easier to spell than to say. Colitis.
Colitis, okay.
I think that's how you say it, is colitis.
Sounds right.
We were afraid that it was colitis, and then that can turn into Crohn's, so that's even worse.
Ew.
But so far, so good.
That's good. I'm glad to hear he was doing well.
Yeah, he was actually on my stream for like 2 seconds.
Yeah, I was right. I was there right before I had to go, so I got to see him a little bit last night. Help you with the tank.
Yeah, he didn't want to be on at all. And he didn't start talking.
Yeah, I was like, you were like, he's probably not going to talk, and then he started. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, I'm frozen smiling. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. I don't think you froze on my end.
It's hilarious. We're both frozen. Oh, my God. I hope it stays frozen so I can take a picture of this. Okay. We look so jolly.
So, yeah, hello, RB, Zen, Muppet, Rico, PJ, how's it going? Oh, let me make it a little bigger here. There we go. I made it bigger so it can focus.
Okay, there's... Oh,
focus.
Man. Okay.
Oh.
Well, I'll just show you in Chicago.
Okay.
But we're both just frozen smiling.
Now, notice he said he'll show us in Chicago.
Yep.
What does that mean, Ed?
That means I am going to get to Chicago one way or another. Oh, if I have to rent one of those electrical bicycles, I will get there.
Have you ever used one of the electric scooters down in Atlanta?
Nope.
Yeah, we don't have that cool stuff up here. We just have crappy buses that don't go anywhere.
Well, it's probably because it gets so much colder. We have the scooters and the bicycles. The first day they put the bicycles out, like half of them ended up stolen.
Of course they did.
We got GPSs on them, so they just went to their house and got them. But
yeah, as I say, do people not think that they did that?
People aren't very smart.
Also, hello, John Larson, and where's the other? Oh, Jay, how you going? Hope you guys are well.
And Rico-san is in the house.
Yes, Rico is here. Rico, you should just go to Chicago at this point. Everyone's going.
Yeah. Damn what his wife says.
I still got to see if I can go to the Keystone Clash thing. Now, you guys didn't know if you're going to be able to go to that one, right?
We're going to try.
The other stuff, okay.
Oh, yeah, that's the problem.
That's the one that's close to, is it James's? It's close to, what's it close? It's close to something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a week before a week after James's big show.
Okay.
And James is kind of like the spokesman for the show. So he's putting a lot of energy into it.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good excuse why you can't go.
Yeah.
But that means you don't have an excuse.
Well, I'll probably be helping him, but yeah, still, that's not an excuse for me.
But no, I'm thinking about that one. I don't know if I can make that one or not. That one's in September?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. It all depends. The only good thing is that it's, not a long drive for me.
Yeah. It's like a 10-hour drive for me, I think.
Where is it? It's in there.
So are you flying to Chicago?
Oh, God, no, I'm driving.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. We could swing by and pick up Rico.
Just
don't let him eat me.
Yeah, it's about a 13-hour drive for me, so that's nothing.
No, we could meet halfway in the middle. Let's see.
You'd have to go due north to meet up with me in the middle, and I think you'd make it to Chicago faster.
I'm almost going due north.
Yeah, I was going to say, probably, yeah. Because I just take pretty much, I think I take 80, like the whole, is it 80 I take?
I think I take what's called, and I'm on airplane mode, so I can't find out.
Yeah, I think I take like 86 and 80 the whole way there, so. Hopefully, New York isn't flooding again like last time.
Oh my gosh. Like a half hour ago, I thought it was the apocalypse. It was like so much thunder, and it's like all radiating through the mountains and stuff. It's crazy. But yeah, it's a 9-hour trip, but look, it's almost north.
Yeah, see, the only plan we'd get to hook up is like right outside of Chicago. Because I'm pretty much following the dotted lines at the top.
Well, how long does it take you to get to Atlanta?
16 hours.
Well, you don't have to go all the way to Atlanta. Just go to Chattanooga.
I think Chattanooga's about the same distance.
It'll probably be Knoxville that we leave from. So 8 hours and 53 minutes. Directions from Knoxville.
Yeah, it takes me longer to get to Chattanooga than it takes me to get to Chicago.
Yeah, see that it's actually an hour closer from Knoxville.
Yeah, Rico, I was going to say, I was looking at the map up there, and it looks like New York is getting their lovely flooding. I'll never forget the first time I went up to Buffalo. There's a town on the border of PA called Binghamton, and it was flooded. Like, there was a Petco. All you could see at the Petco building was the top of the head of the cat and dog on the roof. That's how flooded the city was. And it's the first time I'm driving through, and I'm like, well, the GPS isn't going to route me around storms, so I had to turn on, like, the emergency weather service.
We could meet up right here.
But where is that?
It's before the toll road. Let's see, where is this? It is in Frankfort. Probably Frankfort, Kentucky. Just north of Winchester. So, yeah, that'd be pretty neat, wouldn't it?
If it worked out. I think the only time that would make sense is if I was going to Dallas.
Yeah. But
because I got to go straight for you guys anyway.
I'm going to make sandwiches.
Nice. I usually do lots of caffeinated beverages and pretzels.
Oh.
So I'll have my Pepsi, my Mountain Dew, my coffee, some iced tea, and a bag of pretzels. See, the pretzels absorb all the liquid, so I don't have to go to the bathroom every 5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Did you know that pretzels are a super diet food?
Are they?
Yeah. They don't. I don't think they hardly have any animal fat in them.
That's good. Good to know.
We ought to do a trip just to go visit Zen.
True.
We could find out when her county fair is and go visit her at her county fair.
Zen, do you go to your county fair?
Oh my gosh, you know she does. She's probably like in charge of it.
Wouldn't surprise me.
They'd be like, without the Zen Ginger, we wouldn't have a county fair this year.
Getting pinged. Who's pinging me? Go away.
And did you know who Zen Ginger's newest neighbor is going to be?
I do not. Who?
Well Done Tanks.
Oh, that's right. He is moving down there.
Isn't that crazy?
That is kind of cool. Is it?
Everybody cool's moving to Texas. That's why we need to get Rico and you to move to Tennessee.
Then we're slightly closer to Texas. And I got to plan a trip down to Texas anyway. My cousin's out that way.
Well, I mean, Tennessee is like the crappier twin brother to Texas. Yeah, we are like an awesome state in so many ways. The only there's no place I'd rather live than Tennessee.
So Zen said it's called the Houston Rodeo, and she was on the committee for a few years.
See? She's awesome.
Yeah, what's going on down in Florida with all these koi fish and goldfish and crap being in the waterways?
I don't know.
J-Rock just posted that a Goliath grouper had to be removed by a backhoe down in Florida when it washed up.
Wow.
But I've been seeing a lot of news stories across the country about people must just not realize how big goldfish get or their koi fish get, and they're just throwing them in rivers and streams. And then fishermen are fishing them up, and the things are huge. They're like 12 inches long or better.
Yeah, well, there was a guy at the Halloween party last year talking about how he was down in Florida and he was catching Oscars. And since they're invasive, there's no limit.
Oh.
So they like literally were catching like 50 of them each.
Wow.
And they tothem them home and they...
I was going to say, were they keeping them? Oh, they ate them.
They filleted them, and he said they taste just like bass or anything else.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. They're kind of like that same kind of shape-ish.
Yeah, it's kind of creepy because they got big eyeballs. But, yeah, he said it was just every cast they were catching one.
Zed, don't try to pawn this off on the North. The North is not sending down goldfish and koi fish to Florida. We're not trying to take over with fish.
Zen, I'm with you 100%.
Yeah, we're all just flushing our goldfish so they make it down south.
Because, I mean, the ones in the south would all be like warmer fish. Like the ones James caught one, he caught a ruby cichlid. It was
she's blaming Canada, not us, so okay, we're good.
Oh, okay.
The house is not divided.
We can't blame Canada because their borders are all closed. Nothing can get through.
Niagara Falls. I guarantee you someone will still come over in a bucket.
They're just chucking the goldfish over Niagara Falls. We'll get to them Americans, eh? This is for the zebra mussels.
We've got those things in one of our lakes, and this lake has never been cleaner. It's kind of sad.
Oh.
That it took an invasive species to clean a disgusting lake. Hey, Sandy Doherty, how's it going? But did you see? For some reason, it's making national news.
Wait, we got to be nice about Canada now.
Oh, okay.
Sandy's Canada.
I don't know if it's making the news down there, but for whatever reason, it made the news here about how Colorado stocks their lakes with trout.
Now,
I'm assuming because they airdrop them out of planes.
Oh yeah, my dad saw that too.
So instead of, because when we do it here in Connecticut, we drive the truck up alongside the water, or as close as they can get it, and then they literally use giant dog catching nets almost to fish them out and put them in the water. I remember we had one DEP agent. They let us help them for some reason, and a little kid was taking them and throwing them in the water like footballs. So the agent said to him, "Well, that's going to stun the fish. You can't do that. That kills them." Meanwhile, airdropping them from a plane
But they've been doing that for decades.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm surprised it's just now making the news.
I
Like,
remember.
why?
I remember like it was Mutual of Omaha or something. I saw it being done, and I was like, "That's the coolest thing in the world."
Yeah, I saw a meme on Facebook. It was like aquarium owners or fish keepers say to slowly acclimate fish. Meanwhile, Colorado, drop them from a plane. I mean, it gives some credibility to the plop and drop method.
Yep. You got to think. All right, I'm done.
Oh, I thought there was a.
I was just thinking
we're about to get a Confucius statement there.
No.
I mean, when you do think about it, a tetra is really small compared to a trout. So the bigger fish can probably, just get dazed. If you took a freaking tetra and dropped it from a plane, it might die.
But it may not.
It may not, yes. But
not if there's think if they have let's say 1,000 pounds of fish they're dropping.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if they had 1,000 pounds of tetras, think of how many bajillions of tetras.
Oh, yeah.
So
that would be my dream tank.
You still have millions of tetras living, even if you had millions. True. And then they could be food.
That is also true.
But that would probably just get the flavor in all the catfish mouths, and they're like, "Ooh, these are good." And you don't.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I don't know why it's making the news all of a sudden. This has been done for years. So when I saw it on the news, I was like, "Why is this just now?"
Yeah, no, I don't know. Weird.
Zen threw in a little tidbit that tornadoes drop frogs and fish on people, and they live.
Yeah, but I mean, you got to think, frogs really aren't that heavy. So when they hit you in the head, it would take a lot of frogs to kill you.
Zen, that gives me an idea for a movie. We're going to make Tetranado now. A tornado sweeps through the Amazon and just brings up a bunch of tetras that attack people.
I bet if a tornado dropped a trout on you, you would not live.
Not a
trout, a tuna.
Oh, you'd be gone. That'd be like a freaking bowling ball hitting you.
But, yeah, I mean, you could drop probably a whole lot of frogs on me before I'd even feel it.
Well, this got off to a weird subject.
Yeah. Zen does that, though.
But yeah, I don't know. It was just weird. I was like, I'm going to talk about that because I don't know why all of a sudden it's making news. And I think it was on one of the national news networks too. Why?
Yeah, but you know what? I would rather them start talking about things like that than stuff that's always going on. That I used to love watching the news because they would just talk about the pandas that we got in the national zoo is decided to eat something other than whatever they were eating. But yeah, and now it's just all politics and it's no fun.
You have a message from Tom Patterson. I'll make it nice and big for you there on StreamYards.
Tom's awesome. Unfortunately, I'm reading. I see my computer isn't quite working right, so I don't have YouTube up.
All right, I will read it for you. So they left some ADF info on your live a few weeks ago on your ADF tank setup stream.
ADF. Is that African dwarf frogs?
Maybe.
Awesome. Uh-oh, I hope it's not bad news.
Also, hello, Pride Moore Fishes. Pride Moore's Fish. I don't know why I messed that up all of a sudden. How's it going? Oh, yeah, it's QC. I agree. The news stopped being news a long time ago. It just got to be all opinionated stories. And it's can you just give us the facts, please? That's why I watch BBC, because they just give you the facts about what's happening. They don't throw in their, personal opinions on the matter.
Yeah, but I feel like you're buying foreign then.
I don't know. I pay for an American cable company that provides me with international news, so.
Yeah. Oh, well.
Also, how the heck do you get your valve so tall?
Oh.
It's longer than my arm.
It'll probably get to 6 foot. If you
Holy.
I have to cut it every other week. I cut about a foot off. It'll grow, I think, up to 5 to 6 inches a day.
See, the stuff I've got in the other tank hasn't grown at all. It's been in there for over a year and just hasn't grown.
Is it the thick stuff like that one?
It's just the regular Val. It's whatever the co-op sells.
Yeah, the thick jungle Val just really goes crazy. It's awesome.
And like I was root tapping it and stuff too, and it just wouldn't grow. So either it tried to grow and the fish were eating it, but it just looks like it hasn't done anything.
I literally do it like you cut hair.
Mm-hmm.
I put my fingers in the tank and I go, and then I pull
so that debunks the rumor that I heard about Val then.
What's the rumor?
I heard somebody I think it was on a Facebook group talking about live plants, said that if you cut Val, it stops growing and just stays that height forever. And I'm like, that doesn't sound right.
I wish.
Like, I don't think that's how that works.
Maybe if you cut it every day, and it's just because you're cutting it every day.
Oh God, QC, that sounds awful for both your brother and the fish. So apparently, their brother was fishing, and an osprey grabbed the fish that he had hooked.
Oh, that's a bird?
Yes, right? And I'm assuming it tried to fly away or eat the fish while there's a hook in the fish still. That poor fish.
Well, I've heard of the bald eagles doing that to people, and
yeah, that happened to me. It didn't catch the fish I had hooked. It was we were doing Cub Scouts and opening day of fishing in Connecticut. The Cub Scouts all go to like their retreat pond and we can fish. And we were fishing, and all of a sudden, no one was catching anything for like the first hour. And then a bald eagle just comes down, swoops into the water, comes up with a fish, and I'm like, okay.
I don't know. I think they don't normally eat the head, so they might just rip it apart.
Yeah, it had the whole thing in its claws. It was kind of cool.
Well, I meant if it got one with a hook in it, it might.
Oh yeah, it would probably Just like you don't want to leave the lion out, but you don't want to. I don't know. That's weird.
They even peel the skin off.
Oh.
Yeah, they just like they do squirrels. They kind of grab them with their talons and pull that.
Oh, so just like we do when we skin a squirrel.
I don't know. How do you skin a squirrel?
So this is the squirrel. This is the back of the squirrel. You make a little cut right at the back, and then you stick your fingers in and you just peel skin off.
How do you field dress it?
And once you get the skin off first, and then you start at the in between the legs, and I just take my scissors and cut straight up. You stick your 2 fingers in there, you grab it by the heart, you just kind of rip all the guts out in one go.
This is the squirrel. You hold it like this with its little arms like this, and then like this, and you go, and it shoots right out the butt. Hey,
Mike. I'll never forget the first time I got one. I called my dad because he used to small game hunt. And I'm like, how do I do a squirrel? He's like, oh, God, it's been 50 years. I don't know. So I Googled it. I found some redneck guy doing it from his cell phone on top of a four-wheeler. And I was like, oh, this is the easiest thing ever.
You know, the first time I went squirrel hunting, I went with this guy that his aunt owned a big apple orchard. And she would hire him, not us. I just went with him because it was fun. To shoot the squirrels and then field dress them all. Or, well, we'd field dress them and they should do the rest. But when I saw it skinned, it looked just like a rat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, there is no way I want to eat a rat. I mean,
it surprisingly tastes like chicken, though.
Yeah, it's gross.
Also, hello, Mike's Aquatics. How's it going? Hope you're having a good Friday. Diego, hello. How's it going? Been a while. Hope you're doing good. I see you in here.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
A blue herring stole one of his it just moved.
Oh,
his fish when he was fishing.
Yeah, I've never had that luck before. I've also never gone sea fishing, though, so.
Oh, blue herrings are here. Freshwater.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
They're big old guys with long legs.
We have them here. I've just never fished where they go.
I think maybe we have gray herring. I don't know if we have blue herring. Whoops. Somebody just said Ed. Fishymon said Ed.
Hey, Fishymon.
Make a video on field dressing a squirrel. I don't think so. that would be tough.
That would definitely not be going on the fish channel.
Yeah, that wouldn't go over too well. Now, Big Ten Cake, I can read his without putting on my glasses.
Hey, and how's it going? So yeah, I think Chicago is going to be fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. What are you looking most forward to?
Meeting everybody.
I'm looking most forward to eating pizza.
See, I'm not a fan of thick crust pizza.
It's not thick crust.
It's just a giant dish of red sauce.
Yeah, I don't like that either. No,
you don't like deep dish pizza?
No, well, I mean, I like thick pizza, but
See, I like it. I like it. We have New Haven style pizza, so it's like, I don't know, quarter-inch thick.
This Chicago pizza is guaranteed to get you constipated for at least 3 days. It is so much cheese. Every slice is a pound of cheese.
I'll sit there and eat a brick of cheddar cheese on my own.
Yeah, well, you can do it, but I like it heated with some sausage. And
I will have to try a piece of Chicago pizza while I'm there. Not saying I'll like it, but I'll try it.
Now, I don't like Uno's, and that's what most people think of when they think Chicago pizza. But I don't know. I think Uno's is kind of, I don't know. I just don't really care for it as much.
Rico, I swear to God, if you mention pineapple on pizza again.
Who is saying pineapple?
Rico's talking about toppings, and I'm pretty sure they were one of the ones that liked pineapple. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it.
Oh, he said the crust is thicker, but there's more toppings held on by the cheese.
See, when I do toppings, I'm boring. I don't like too many. I say that, but I like works. So
my favorite pizza is Pantera's Punk. Okay. That is the best pizza in the world. But I'll be going to Iowa next week, and I'm looking forward to having some Godfather pizza.
Oh, gosh. And we got 2 people in the chat saying pineapple longs on pizza. I say stream's over. Goodbye.
I'm not a pineapple guy. I like pineapple juice.
I just don't like it on pizza. I'll eat a can of pineapple. That's it.
I'm not crazy about hot pineapple.
Oh, no. That's even worse. Red sauce and pineapple don't go together. I don't want to be eating a tomato while I'm eating a pineapple.
Instead of toppings being put on the... Oh, wait, no, this is a different one. Okay, instead of toppings being put on top of the cheese, you put the pineapple under the cheese, and you'll eat it, and it's like it, young man.
Whoa. He just put full dad mode on me.
Yeah, he did.
Yes, I have tried Hawaiian pizza before when it was first a thing. It's disgusting.
Yeah, I don't really care for it myself, guys.
Is that a crystal skull behind you, Ed? Underneath, yeah.
It is not a crystal skull, but I got it in an antique place.
Oh, is it a Dios de los Muertos skull?
It is made out of something not plastic. It's like pre-plastic. I think it's made out of that metal type pre-plastic stuff.
Yeah. Looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it. I thought it was pretty neat, so I bought it.
Nice.
But yeah, you can hear how it just sounds weird. But it's super lightweight. But it's not plastic. I mean, it looks like plastery, but it's not plaster.
Yeah, I can't remember what that stuff was called. We had some of it. The pre-plastic.
And it might actually be kind of dirty, and I don't want to clean it because what's that tarnish stuff called? You don't ever want to take off of a penny or gosh, I can't think of what it's called. You never want to clean a coin because the patina, I don't know. I'm trying to remember what it's called. Well, it just makes it so it doesn't look as cool.
Okay.
And it takes down the value. I don't know. Dust in the teeth, or it's supposed to look that way, but I like it.
I think it's supposed to look that way.
Yeah, it's cool.
That pizza is good. I remember the first time I had a ranch pizza. I was surprised at me liking it.
What was grown on the ranch? Let's see. S.
Herbs.
Does ranch belong on pizza though?
Like the first time I was in Maine, my brother-in-law ordered. It was a white pie, but it was like ranch dressing or ranch sauce instead of like a white sauce. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah. Domino's has ranch on their.
Honestly, might have been
Philly
from Domino's.
cheese.
But it wasn't a Philly cheese pie.
It was, well, that's one they have here that has ranch on it, and it's
Or was
got
it
a pizza tang to it. That's pretty
Might have
good.
been Pizza Hut. I never order Pizza Hut, but that's what they have up there, so that's what we had. It's being weird. Stop being weird, microphone. Now that sounds good, Rico, because that sounds like a good old Italian meal right there.
I'm missing what Rico said.
Not Rico, Diego. Sorry, I meant Diego.
Deep dish sausage, spinach, black olives from Lou Malnata's, and you'll come back to Chicago just to have that. Love you a lot. Love you a lot.
Yeah, Diego was in Chicago, right?
My mom thought LOL meant love you a lot. Or lots of love.
I mean, I can see that.
And she didn't understand why everybody that she didn't really love would
I
say
lied.
that.
It wasn't ranch sauce. It was their creamy garlic Parmesan sauce.
Yeah, that's pretty good too. I like just about anything on pizza except for fruit and fish.
See, I like a clam pie.
Ugh.
I actually had fish for breakfast. I had some salmon for breakfast. So Diego lives near Chicago, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
Does that mean we'll see you at Aquashella, Diego?
I hope so.
That'd be kind of cool to meet you, too. Add to the list of people.
Jay Oliver's Guppies and Aquatics.
Hey, Jay Oliver. Hello,
Super
my fish tanks aquatics.
Guppy Master. He really knows his guppy stuff. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Hey, John, are you part of the Deep South Guppy IFGA group? I need to join it.
I need to join something up here.
Well, the IFGA is the international club. So
True.
you and I both join it, and we're in the same club. And they just have
True.
shows in different places, but like we send our fish to the different shows and score points.
All right. Diego says that he will be at Aquashella. He is 1 hour away from it.
Awesome.
Yes, my fish tanks. I will be at Aquashella, Chicago. That is the one commitment I am making for a fish event this year. Don't know what to expect.
And John said, no, Ed, I haven't participated in any of the IFGA stuff. And, dude, I totally understand. Neither have I. Someday I'd like to, but I want them to open up the Asian strains.
That'd be nice.
They probably won't. We'll probably have to wait till they're all dead.
Till the old regime is gone.
Oh my gosh. I got to show you this picture today. So I keep asking, is it going to be open, the Guppy show? Because it's always been in the past, but because of
COVID.
I was afraid it may not be. So I keep texting people, nobody's replying. So I went right on the page because I'm a member of the page. And I post this. But look, I didn't realize I had birthday wallpaper.
Nice.
So funny. But hopefully it'll get noticed.
It probably will. It's very very flashy post.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, too funny. I can't believe it.
So, did you get to see Black Widow?
I did see Black Widow.
How was it?
It was really good. Or, well, what I expected. Which actually, because I expect a lot from my Marvel movies.
Right.
And it performed.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, so I would give it about a 7.5, 7.
All right. Now I feel like we're going to have to go through and rank all the Marvel movies from the cinematic universe at some point on this show.
I would love that. But almost all of them will probably be about a 7.
Well, I mean, in order from our least favorite to our most favorite movie.
Okay. Captain Marvel's the worst one.
That's the only one I haven't seen.
Good choice. The original Hulk movies were pretty horrific.
Yeah, they were.
They're part of this.
Yes.
They were all different actors. That was pretty bad, was the Hulks. Captain Marvel was pretty bad.
I'm a sucker for the Iron Man movies.
Oh my God. Well, the third Iron Man movie, I think, was a sellout. I would give it only probably a 4 because they were really just trying to sell toys.
Yeah.
And that's what I didn't like that. And I didn't like how the big bad guy was just paid off. The Mandarin. He wasn't a real bad guy in this one.
Spoiler alert to everybody.
Oh, sorry.
If you haven't seen that movie by now, what have you been doing with your life?
Yeah, well, I've only seen it once. That's how much I liked it.
Yeah, that is one that doesn't get watched as much as 1 and 2.
But I love the Ant-Man movies. Oh,
those are good. Yeah, I remember. I liked out of the Captain America movies, I liked the first one the best.
Oh my God!
Mainly because I'm such a World War II buff that just was perfect.
So good. I was really hoping though we would have a cameo of Wolverine in there somehow.
Yeah.
Because,
isn't there some weird, or wasn't there some weird like rights thing between X-Men and Disney and Marvel at that point?
Yeah, there was.
That prevented it.
Yeah, there was.
Was that another Sony issue, or who owned X-Men's rights back then?
I think it was Fox. Yeah, I think it was Fox that owned.
Oh, okay.
And Sony owned Spider-Man. Like ABC owned. Gosh, my favorite guy, Submariner, because they had a TV show with Bobby Ewing years ago. And I think they always wanted to do a movie too, and it never happened.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, you would think now that Disney is Disney and owns half of the frickin' media industry, they would just be buying why don't they just go to Sony and say we'll buy the rights for Spider-Man?
Yeah, they just can't. They tried.
Oh, would Sony say no?
Yeah. Well, it was a huge deal because Disney's actually like the guy who's in charge of the whole ACU or the whole, putting all the MCU. Mm-hmm. He is actually going over there and he's been helping them with their movies now.
Oh.
Like he was over there unofficially helping them with Venom and the movies.
Okay.
Because they wanted it to jive correctly someday because they knew that they would eventually get bought or have to make a deal.
Okay.
So they have made a deal. There's going to actually be 3 Spider-Man movies this year.
Cool.
They were supposed to be coming out in the last few years, or the last year. And actually, I think they pushed one to January. So it won't actually be this year. But we have got Morpheus coming up in October. We got Venom, I think, in November. And then Spider-Man in the Spider-Verse January.
Is that the one with the other 2 Spider-Men?
Yes. Supposedly, Garfield and Maguire, I think, is it Tobey Maguire? Yeah, it is. Tobey Maguire is going to be in it.
I remember Tom saying he wanted that at some point. So it's kind of cool they're actually making it happen.
Yeah.
It also makes it slightly more cohesive that there's been 3 Spider-Men.
Well, it makes it a little bit easier to digest Garfield because he was a terrible Spider-Man.
It'll also...
It was a different universe. Who cares?
It'll also maybe shed some light on the whole Infinity Stone thing now that they're throwing in the fact that there's actually a multiverse theory going on in the MCU versus it being time travel.
Yeah.
Because I don't think it was ever time travel. They should have never used those words in the movie.
Yeah, it's tough.
I have not watched Loki. Have you watched any of Loki?
I have not seen any.
I don't have Disney Plus.
Yeah, I need to get the Disney. It's just I'm saving and scraping every penny I have for Chicago.
Yeah. See, my thing is I wanted to wait until The Mandalorian was done to get Disney Plus so I could watch that. Now they've got Loki on there, so do I wait for that to be over, but then something else is going to start?
I know!
It's do I just pay the dang subscription fee? But yeah, I'm doing the same thing. I'm penny crunching myself. I probably should have gotten this tattoo, but I wanted it.
Oh, I understand. Well, I just had so many unexpected bills last month. It's normally you have like one or two things come up, but I had everything. Yeah, I haven't had that expensive of a month in years. It's crazy. Yeah, I want to watch the Captain America, show.
Oh, with Bucky?
Yeah, with
Falcon and Bucky?
Falcon and Bucky. I don't know if that's what it's called. What's
Isn't
it called, Rico?
Falcon?
I don't think it's just called Falcon. I think it's called both.
Falcon. No, what is it? Oh, Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Now, they're supposed to be doing a series after Loki, which is a bunch of mini comic books.
Oh.
And they're going to take like a Thor comic book, a single Thor comic book, and for an hour. They're going to take a single Iron Man one. And so that's how they've said, for sure, you'll see Iron Man again because they're going to bring him back for at least one episode of this show.
Yeah, okay.
They're going to pull just random single issue comic books that have one whole story to them.
Okay.
And so it's going to be kind of like a Twilight Zone or something like that. Everything included in 1 hour.
That's kind of cool.
And I mean, it used to be that way. You'd buy a comic book. Oh, who's Spider-Man going to beat up this week?
It wasn't so episodically done.
Yeah, it didn't have to be a giant movie or series of movies. It could just, and that's what they said that their next major Marvel take on was going to be.
That's a good way to do it because the budget for those will be a lot smaller than movies.
And I think the actors will be more inclined to do 1 week just to be shown off.
Yeah.
Because they'd like to see their face on the screen.
Yeah. Hey, Andre Ellis, how's it going?
Oh, that was really scary. I thought I had cherry Pepsi in there, and it was tea. And I was drinking it. And I was like, there's a lot of melted ice on here. I don't feel any carbonation.
I almost did that one morning. I was making breakfast, and I had the bacon grease next to my coffee cup. And we use coffee mugs to keep our bacon grease in the fridge. And then I went to reach for it, and I'm like, that's not the coffee. Or I'll have like an old cup of tea next to me, and I'll go for that one instead of the one I'm currently drinking. And it's just like, oh, this tastes disgusting.
When I was growing up as a child, my mom got me on that so many times. Because she'd always have the bacon grease in a mug. And I'd be like, I wonder if it's vanilla pudding. And 2 months later, I wonder if it's vanilla pudding. Oh, why is it always so bad? For years. I don't even try anymore. I don't know if she still does it, though, anymore.
Yeah, it would be nice if we could watch the Disney Marvel shows and then rank them. I have a feeling you're going to put WandaVision at the bottom.
Why?
I thought you didn't like Vision.
I hate Vision. But I like Wanda. I love those cards. So, yeah. We'll see.
I also want to have James on at some point to rank the Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think that'd be fun because he likes those movies, right?
Yes. Oh, he really does.
And
I should have him over for a viewing party. I should have you come over too. You could come down for a weekend. We could go to the aquarium and then watch those all night long.
Pretty fun.
We could buy bad pizza and good wings. The people in the South know how to cook chicken.
They just don't know how to make pizza?
They're the best chicken makers in the country are in the South. But when it comes to Italian stuff, not so much.
Oh, that's disgusting, degenerate. So somebody was using a beer bottle as their spit bottle for chew. And
dude, I
degenerate accidentally drank from it. Oh.
Yeah, I won't get in too many details. But one of my relatives, we all went out to eat. And afterwards, when we're all getting up, I was like, I want to take one more chug of my pop. And it had a straw in it. And I grabbed his on accident.
Oh.
Chew. And I was like, I'm not going to throw up.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I'm not going to throw up.
See, I don't mind cigarettes, but the chewing of the tobacco to me is just disgusting.
Well, it's even worse when you consider that's somebody else's spit.
That is true, yes. I just mean the practice in general to me is like, yes, the cigarettes are going to kill your lungs and shit, but people don't see your lungs. They see your gums and your teeth.
I got through it because I said, okay, he's half me.
That's one way to look at
it. Yeah. 50% of the spit was already there. Oh, well.
So Lisa said she should maybe be on sometime in August. That's when she's free.
On our show here?
Yes. She did. She at one point was like, maybe Aquashella. And I'm like, do I really want to drive all day Friday and then do a stream? Or do I just want to say screw it?
Yeah, you see, James and I were supposed to do a live stream kind of with them in Florida, and then we got lost.
Oh.
The highways were really crazy in Orlando. And it was like there was construction. I didn't realize I had to get over 2 miles before I was supposed to get over because GPS didn't say. It said get over in 2 miles. Well, they had cones and stuff. I didn't realize it was for that. So we ended up doing that, and then we had to do a giant loop around Orlando to get back to the hotel. Mm-hmm. And then it turned out I made reservations at the other hotel on the other side of town.
Oh, jeez.
So I drive all the way back to that one. And it's so weird because we were like, okay, do we want the Best Western? Because we were coming in a night early, and they didn't have rooms on the special rate for us.
Right,
it's going to be $350.
Oof.
And it's like, no, we'll just get a room for $75. Because in Orlando, rooms are actually kind of cheap because there's so much competition. Mm-hmm. So we picked one that had free breakfast, 2 beds, and a rollaway. It was all or a pull-out couch. Mm-hmm. It was an awesome room. So it was like Best Western or this other one, and I did GPS to the wrong place.
Oof.
I don't know if it was the Best Western or the La Quinta Inn. I don't know which one we went to. We went to the wrong one first. So we were like an hour late to the show. But we were supposed to be at the hall and walk in on them or, or have them set up, and we were just going to use their equipment and switch over to ours and sit down behind them. And that would have been really nifty.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
But, oh well.
Now I'm kind of debating, do I want to get there Friday or get there a day early? Technically, I'm already getting there a day early, but I don't know. I'll have to think about it. That way I don't have to, be tired all day Friday.
The Swamp Thing. Diego wants to know why his hat's next to the creature from the Black Lagoon. This is my favorite creature. Of course, there's not too many creatures. He's my favorite monster in the world. I mean, he's right up there with Cthulhu.
Oh.
So, yeah, I love the creature.
Okay.
I was going to grab Diego's other hat, but it's in my car. So I thought it'd be cool to have 2 Diego hats.
Okay.
Oh, and cool. I love the co-op one's been on. I've wanted to always keep the co-op one on top of Deadpool.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't fit in between the racks and the fish tank. There's just enough room to fit his head in, without a hat on.
Okay. Cool.
But
hey, Chevy, how's it going?
Look at my awesome Diego hat.
It's pretty cool. I always loved that logo. I'm a sucker for blue and white, so perfect for me.
Are you into the French flag?
No, cool. But I'm into the Scottish flag.
Oh. I'm into the Czech flag because it's red, white, and blue.
A lot of flags are. It's kind of weird. See, I'm also not much of a hat person.
I don't have a light above me, so I'm actually not Normally, I can't wear a hat on screen.
Oh.
Do this, but I actually have no lights. I'm just using sunlight.
Nice, nice.
Except it might make my head really hot having a bandana and a hat. But when I first started doing streams, I didn't wear anything on my head because I didn't want this. But the glare off my head was horrific.
Oh.
It was like this white light on top of my head. And so I was like, well, I wear bandanas my whole life when I play sports and when I work. And, you know, I even wore a bandana at a lot of weddings I've gone to because I don't like sweat going in my eyes. So bandanas are great for that. So that's why I started wearing a bandana whenever I'm on screen because it doesn't do this.
That's a good solution.
You can kind of see that my eyes are a little darker here. You can see a little stripe here. The only other solution is I get a wig or something.
Oh no!
He dove into the ocean.
Rip Swamp Man.
Oh, he made it to the trash.
He had a soft landing.
Yeah, and there's cat fur all over it.
Uh-oh, who's calling you?
I don't know. I hung up. That's why it should be on airplane mode. Okay. Much better.
See, I was surprised at how late the check-in time was for the main hotel.
Chevy Fish, she's so...
Like, 4 o'clock seems like a late check-in time.
But
I'm used to like 11, 12 o'clock.
Well, 11 o'clock is check out, and 2 o'clock is normally check in. At least in the Midwest.
Yeah, see, up here, it's like 10 a.m. checkout and like 12, 1 o'clock check-in time.
Well, just don't change your watch.
Oh, that's right. Crap, I got to take that into account when I'm driving. I forgot about the time change.
Yeah, but it's actually an advantage going.
Yes, it is.
You save an hour.
It means I can leave an hour later than I anticipated.
No, don't do that. Leave when you think you're supposed to, and then if you make a stop, it just blends in.
Oh, I always factor in stops on the way, so.
Oh. Well, James and I were going to go to make a bunch of stops.
Oh, that's a good point, Zen.
And go to different fish stores.
Oh, that they probably need more time for cleaning because of COVID these days, which would make a whole lot of sense, which I didn't even think of.
Here's something I learned in Florida also.
What's that?
We were like, you guys never came to our room and gave us new towels or cleaned our room or anything. It's kind of weird since we spent so much, basically spent almost $1,000 for a 3-day stay and no maid service. They said now because of the whole COVID thing, you have to call to have maid service.
Okay. See, the only thing I ever do for maid service is get new towels. I don't ever do like bed and stuff because I always get the bed the way I like it. Then they come in and make it, and it's like, well, now I got to redo the whole thing again.
Oh, I got yelled at that fancy hotel too.
What'd you do?
Okay, well, I wanted a bellhop thing to put.
Oh, the cart? Yeah.
Yeah. So I went down and it said employees only, and I'm like, well, where are all because there used to be like 20 of these things.
Right.
So there were 2 in there, and it's like, well, I'm going to get one of those. I don't care if it's employee or not. And I went and I grabbed and I was walking. The guy starts yelling at me, hey, you're not supposed to be in there. It's like, well, I needed one of these. And he says, we do that for you. And I said, well,
where are you?
Yeah, well, it took him 6 hours to take our stuff from our room, like outside to our room.
Oh.
On the first day. And I told him that. And then he was like real quiet and nice and we ran straight to the room and got our stuff. But it did. When we got there, they said, oh, just leave your stuff here and we'll take it up to your room for you. And so we went up to our room, dropped off our bags, and then we went over to the convention center where they're all setting up on Thursday and we helped the LRB and stuff. Well, we get back to the room at like lunchtime and our stuff still isn't there. And then so we went out and ate, and then we came back, and it still wasn't there. It took them like 6 hours.
Wow.
And it's like, that's ridiculous.
See, I'm so used to taking stuff to my room myself. Only once have I stayed at a hotel where it was like full service. So the last time I was in Atlanta, the event had changed venues to partner with another group. So the normal whatever we were wasn't there. So we had a new hotel and whatnot. And it was like full valet service, full bellhop service, full this. And I popped my trunk and I'm starting to take my bags out. I got like 3 guys come over to my truck and start helping me. I'm like, oh, this is different. And they're like, oh no, we'll do it. I'm like, okay. I kind of felt bad.
Yeah.
And then like they put everything on for me. They wheeled it up to the room, and then one guy helped me get everything in. So I was like, oh, I know you're supposed to tip them. I didn't have any small bills on me, so I gave him a 50.
Oh my God.
And he was like, here's my cell phone number. If you need anything while you're here, you call me. And oddly enough, he was the same person that helped us when we left. So I was like, well, I'm not giving you another tip because I gave you $50 2 days ago.
Oh,
so they must have thought I was like a freaking high roller walking in there being like, yeah, here's a $50 tip. Thanks very much.
Oh,
but that hotel was kind of cool. But it's called the American down in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. And it's a theme hotel. So it's a 60s theme. So all the rooms are designed like it's a 60s still.
So that way they never have to pay to fix it up.
And they have a restaurant attached to it. You get it's all 60s, TVs and everything are all 60s. The whole aesthetic is 60s based. And when you get your menu, it's a top secret classified document on the outside. And you open it up at your menu. I thought it was pretty cool.
Oh, that's cool. One of my favorite restaurants in the world is in Chicago. It's called Ed DeVevit's.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just because it's called Ed DeVevit's. Even though it's really cool because, like, you wait in line, like, there's this huge line. But if you tell them your name's Ed, you get to the front of the line.
Do you have to show them proof your name is Ed?
I don't remember. Maybe
Can I just make a fake ID being like, yo, my name is Ed?
I don't know. I don't remember if they did or not. I've been there like 3 or 4 times. Only one time there was a giant line. The other times we just got right in. But we used to go there when we'd go for Blackhawk Blues games. But
okay.
It's a diner kind of like that. But all the waitresses and waiters are dressed up like 70s actors and stuff.
That's cool.
But yeah, I love the black and blue burger there.
That sounds good.
Yep. Yeah, it's the only time I've had Ed privilege. It's wonderful. It really was.
But yeah, it should be. I'm looking forward to it. I feel like I'm going to be a little overwhelmed because I've never been to one of these before. So it'll be like, where do I go? What do I do? And they really haven't updated their website very much yet. So it's kind of just a blank slate for Chicago. And I'm like, your event's a month away. Please show me what there is to do.
Well, I know how to get to the shed. I've been there a bunch. But yeah, we'll figure things out to do. I say I've been to almost all the fish stores, but I haven't been to all the fish stores in 20 years.
Wow.
I used to live in Illinois.
That would be one thing I'd maybe want to try and do while I'm there if I have the time. See if fish stores will let me go in and just film tanks and shit.
You know, I don't remember any of the fish stores like being big and fancy.
I mean, I don't need big and fancy. I just want B-roll footage of fish.
Yeah. Well, that's what James and I are going to do is we're going to head up and hit some fish stores on the way up. Just do
I do have a question since you've been to Aqua Shells before. Which ticket did you get?
James and I got the Super Pass.
The VIP like weekend thing?
I think it was $75. We got it for Dallas because it was going to be last year's original Dallas. And we wanted to make sure we'd get in early because the lines are horrific.
Okay.
I keep saying horrific. And we went this time and we were helping set up and stuff. And they're like, oh, you guys are YouTubers? And they just like gave us the YouTuber ones.
Oh.
And so halfway through the second day, we traded our tickets in to get our free T-shirt.
Nice.
But otherwise, we didn't need to have spent $75. It was kind of a bummer.
Oh, yeah, I did the weekend pass thing because I'm like, I'd rather just pay for one thing for 2 days and get the damn shirt.
Yeah.
But then it's like confusing because on the actual ticket, it just has the date for the one day and not both dates. So I'm like, well, this better be for 2 days.
Tom Patterson says, hit the reef in Indy. Man, I can't wait to just hit Indy. James and I are season ticket members of the Circle City Aquarium Club.
Oh.
And I'm going to renew, and hopefully, eventually, they're going to have meetings again.
See, I just can't wait to drive again. It's been forever. It's been over a year since I went on a nice long drive.
Things here in Tennessee are, I don't know if anybody's sick at all.
According to our news up here, you guys are sick and running rampant with the Delta variant.
Yeah, that's what my Uncle Bruce said. And it's like, okay. Maybe they just haven't told us.
Or maybe it's just not in your area. I don't know.
Well, maybe that's true because our state's a real long state. So maybe that's all. Gosh, I wish people would. Oh, Walgreens is calling me. They prior to calling me to tell me that they have a prescription ready next week for me. Mm-hmm. That's what they called me yesterday for.
Oh.
But it's not ready until next week. They keep reminding me. But our state's real long.
Right.
And whatever goes on in Memphis, nobody else cares about. So it's like we got our side of the state, and then Memphis is over there.
Mm-hmm.
Memphis is where the good barbecue's at.
Oh, okay.
But other than that, we don't like them, apparently.
Yeah, I love that. Like they'll single out one city in a state and make it seem like the entire state's that way.
Well, and Memphis is half Arkansas too, so it's like whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just like I keep getting told how bad things are down south, and I'm like, none of the people I know down south have said anything about it being bad.
They have made it so now you can have multiple people come visit you in your hotel in your hospital room.
That's good.
It was no people last year. Then they made it one person this year, and then the second time my dad came to the hospital, they said nobody has it anymore. So just we also all have our shot.
Right,
we've gotten our shot, but they didn't ask to see it.
Oh yeah, I don't. It's just weird.
Yeah, it is. And you did have to wear your mask upstairs in the hospital. Mm-hmm. But in the emergency room, I had my mask on just to be nice. Mm. And I had the emergency room to myself for most of the day. But then when the people started coming in, like after hours, they weren't even wearing masks.
Hey, Stephen P. 2003, how's it going?
Hey, Stephen.
Hope you're having a good Friday.
Yep. Why are we talking like this?
I don't know. I do that sometimes. It just happens.
That's cool.
See, I'm gonna have to Google stuff that I can do. Anytime I go to Atlanta, I never go outside of the venue. I just stay at the venue and never explore. I've been to Atlanta 5 times. I've never once been to the aquarium, and I've been 2 blocks away from it.
The aquarium is so awesome, and you go 2 hours early.
Right, you mentioned
because they open 2 hours. They'll let you in if they see you just standing there. That's what they did with me. I wanted to be too crowded, so I was the first one in line. They're like, well, why don't you just go look at stuff? It was awesome. I mean, there was a couple of divers cleaning tanks and stuff in a few, but who cares? It was. I have photos of me.
I wouldn't care.
The Georgia Aquarium. I was the only guy in there. It was so cool.
That's cool. Yeah, I kind of want to just plan a weekend to go down there just for the aquarium.
Yep. Well, if you do that, I can take you to the Tennessee one too, because that one I can get you in for free.
Man, that's 2 videos. Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing. I've never actually cameraed in public before, and I'm like, I want to take video while I'm at Aquashella, so I'm like, well, I guess I gotta be one of those people. But then I'm like, most of the people there are those people.
Yeah, you won't have any problem. There's a bajillion.
I'll finally get use out of the GoPro that I spent $300 on that I probably didn't need to spend money on.
Man, I wish I had a GoPro. Oh, never mind. I can't say things I want anymore. Matt F. totally surprised me so bad with that fish tank. Eventually I want to get a GoPro so I can videotape my guppies in the tub underwater.
That'd be cool.
I need to see if my sister has one. She might have one I can buy.
Yeah, because I have a cousin who does like broadcast engineering and all this, and I was like, I want to start making YouTube videos, blah, blah, blah. It's like a basic camera that I can use. And she was like, well, you can get a GoPro pretty cheap. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I got one of like the middle of the line GoPros. I think it was like $300 brand new, but then I had a student discount because I used my student account. So I think I ended up getting it for like $220, and it came with a tripod. So I was like, it's kind of cool.
Yeah, you see, Zen, that's why I'm not going to say that.
Say you wish you had 4 GoPros and then give the other 3 away.
Oh, God.
But yeah, I'm really looking forward to going, just for the fact that I get to leave this lovely state that I live in and actually be with some cool fishy people.
Yep.
My biggest thing is I'm going to have to really self-control and not buy anything. Or spend minimally.
Yeah, I spent most of my money on T-shirts. So many. Oh, why do people keep calling? I'm just going to turn my phone off. That's like the 4th phone call I've had. I don't know. I think I ended up like 10 people asked for T-shirts, and when they're $30 a piece, man, it's
that's a little steep for a T-shirt.
Yeah, but it's Aquashella. What are you gonna do? So, oh well. That's why you want to make sure you get your free shirt. Here's $75.
That's another thing. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna get this pass. It's $80. It's the whole weekend. Why not?
Well, and then James and I, we're not staying at the nice hotel where you're at.
Oh.
We're gonna stay around the corner at the Wyndham.
Okay, I like Wyndhams. I used to stay at them because they were cheaper.
Yeah.
But this hotel wasn't that expensive. Like I said, it's like $400 for the 3 days I'm there.
Yeah, but ours is $84 a night.
Okay, yeah. This one's I don't know what
But-
this one was.
I mean, you're directly across the street, so that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
Or directly there. I don't know.
I think it's the same place. I think the hotel and convention are like together.
We have to walk all the way around the neighborhood.
Oh.
So I don't know. We probably have like a half hour, or not a half hour, but a half a mile walk, which might still be better if I have to pay for parking. I'd rather walk. Don't forget to wait. Let me see.
Oh, she's saying don't forget to take it off airplane mode.
Oh, I just turned the power off because I turned it off. I took it off the airplane mode. But yeah, last night I was trying to get my Flugel to work, and I couldn't get it to work at all because I was on airplane mode. It was terrible.
Hey, Ed, I don't know if James has seen this, but I'm gonna send this to you and James.
Is it a picture of Zen doing this?
No, it's an Aquashella thing. Or I'll send it to James and he can look at it for both of you. You can file jointly on it. I'll tell you after the stream. I just noticed it on their Facebook page. I don't know why I'm on their Facebook page, but it came up. So I saw a trailer for a movie, and I usually when I get the ads on YouTube, I don't watch them. I skip them.
Yeah.
But this one seemed really interesting, so I actually sat there and watched the whole thing. It's a movie called Green Knight.
Have
you seen that one yet?
No.
So
Is it like a shiny knight in armor?
Well, kind of. It's like a gritty take on Arthur and the Round Table, I think.
This is kind of weird, but when I was a kid, I used to be the Green Knight when we played Knights in Shining Armor.
Oh. Wow. Full circle.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's about it's about one of his knights in the Round Table, and they have to go fight something. It's like they're fighting a demon or something. It looked really cool. And I was like, I actually sat through the whole 2.5 minute promo for it because I'm like, this looks interesting. What's this movie about?
I have not seen that.
I will play the trailer for us now.
Oh, wow. Cool.
I put the sub captions on. So
get ready, Mike.
Oh, that's not the one I wanted. I put subtitles on, so if anyone wants to read it, because I don't want the audio coming through. Boom.
in a village near you. Frodo will walk through the door.
So this is the main dude, I think.
Ew, was that a hand? Ooh, Arthur looked like Jesus.
It kind of did.
It looked like Catholic Jesus.
So that's the bad dude, I think.
Ooh. Oh. No, he looks wood-like.
Yeah, it's kind of like I said, it's kind of weird, but it looked like I said I was enthralled, so I was like, "Oh, this was not the trailer I saw." This
James could play the bad guy if we were reenacting this. Is there anybody in the court named Priscilla? Because Priscilla could play that.
I don't know. I want to say it's PG-13 too.
Oh, he has like a fox dog. Oh, wait.
The fox is talking to him?
It said something about the door or something. The rest of your bones. I'll finish the quest for you. Boy, I'm doing a terrible job of trying to piece this together. Oh, there's some big people. So the guys from the big blue guy, Dr. Universe or something. I don't know. Nope.
This is a trailer for a movie called Green Knight that I thought looked interesting stuff.
It does look interesting. Miles, that's who it could be. Nice job. We could get Miles to play the Green Knight.
But yeah, I was like, that looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's like I thought it was only PG-13, but I could be wrong.
Oh, the fox could have Foxy's voice. Snails.
Oh, and it releases. Did it already come out? No, it releases at the end of the month. Cool. Oh no, it is rated R. Oopsie, I was wrong.
That's all right. I can get into rated R movies.
Thank God they didn't show anything too crazy. Oh, Zen said something. What does that say? Zen said, "Did y'all hear John say keep an eye out? Aquashell Chicago is renting the whole Top Golf next door and going to start selling tickets to ticket holders on the website, and the two of them will be there."
That must be the golf he invited me to.
I guess, unless they're actually playing a round of golf and this is a separate event.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I did not see that, Zen. Where did he say that? Was that just like on a Facebook post or something? I done missed it.
Well, he may have said it last night when he asked me if I was going to play golf.
Oh, maybe.
He may have been talking about it to other people.
Possibly. That's a good point.
But yep. So there's some other good movies coming out.
There was another one I wanted to talk about, and I can't for the life of me remember which one it was.
I know. It was surprising that there
we
was
said it on the live streams then? Okay.
Yeah, my problem is I'm not allowed to do twisting motions, violent twisting motions anymore. So I'm not allowed to play softball, hockey, or bowl. Those are my three sports I played all the time. That's why I'm like 80 pounds overweight. Because now I can't do anything fun.
That's no good.
I can putt. I just can't drive. Drive the ball. Drive. If that makes sense. Okay, well, why don't you just pop up movies coming out next month, in this month?
I put movies coming out soon.
Oh, I don't want to see the Fast and Furious.
This one looked different. This Free Guy one. He's like they're video game characters and they're trying to break out of the game.
I don't want to see that.
The trailer made it look slightly more interesting than that. Oh, it was the other Suicide movie. I wanted to ask you about that.
Oh.
Is it a sequel? Is it a remake of the first one? What's going on with that one?
Okay, well, have you watched or read any of the Suicide Squad stories?
No.
Okay, well, comic books, it's not a true group of characters that are the same every time they meet them. So they're taking a group of bad guys and they put them on a mission, and if they mess up, they detonate a little thing in their head and they kill them. And so this is a different group. They wanted Will Smith, but Will Smith didn't want to do a sequel. So that's why they got the really cool guy that I hate from The Office. I hated him in The Office because he was such a jerk to Jim Halpert, but he's actually a really cool guy. The English guy that, I don't know what his name is. He played the gunslinger. He's right there in the middle.
This guy, I don't know.
Calls himself the Black Superman.
I have no clue. Sorry.
Oh, it's like Isabel or something.
Oh, Idris Elba?
Yes. So I don't know if he's actually going to play Will Smith's spot or if he's just taking a different bad guy role.
Why did the front of his guns look like they're stuck between two sandwiches?
I think he's shooting grappling hooks or something.
Okay.
Those are going to be grappling hooks. But, yeah, the thing is they're going to save Superman in this one.
Oh.
So that'll be interesting to see who Superman is in this movie.
Is it not the same one we had in Justice League?
We don't know.
Oh.
Because that guy gave him so many headaches. Ben Affleck has had so many mental breakdowns. The whole Justice League has been kind of torn apart.
Lovely.
Yeah, so we may not have any more Justice League movies.
That sucks. I thought he did a good job as Batman.
I did too. I actually did too. He's an old Batman. He did a good job. I think anybody can play Batman, really, as long as. But
I think that Adam West should have come out of retirement before he died and done another live-action Batman.
Can I restate what I just said?
Yes.
I just said anybody could play a good Batman. I think you found the one guy that. I mean, he's a really good Batman that does this.
That whole series was just made to be goofy, though.
Yeah, it was fine for the time. But, yeah, what would they I heard that they might be talking about Michael Keaton trying to get him back in the role.
Oh.
Because he's supposed to be an old Batman.
True.
But I think that the Suicide Squad's a different universe than what we're seeing as part of the Justice League universe.
Okay.
DC is all over the board. They don't know how to make their movies jive or work at all.
Yeah, they've always been better at animated content than actual live-action stuff.
But, I mean, the Batman movies were good. Rico and I were just talking about this yesterday. It's just they're all over the place with their movies, and they need one guy to just take over. Like, they need to hire Ethan Van Sciver. I think he was the big DC writer for years that, like, made The Flash and Green Lantern, and he helped redo Aquaman. He's just an awesome dude. I wish he would come out of retirement and just do it all for him.
That'd be nice.
But yeah, they need direction, and DC is a company that doesn't have a lot of direction.
So, do you remember the Justice League TV show that was on in 2001 to 2004?
Yes.
That was probably my favorite take on that.
Amazing.
Why wasn't Green Lantern in the Justice League movie?
Oh, in the movie?
Yeah, is he not part of the Justice League?
Everybody's been kind of in the Justice League at some point. I think they just didn't want.
Why has there been no Green Lantern since that one movie we had?
I think it's just because Green Lantern is so over the top extras, adding a lot of CGI and everything. They didn't want to do it.
I guess.
And I mean, like, I didn't even think the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern was that bad.
No, I liked that one. That's what I'm talking about.
It was very comic book like.
Yeah,
and I thought that it was fine, but everybody hated it.
Oh, see, I think when people like with the Star Wars prequels, when people first saw them, we all loved them. But it wasn't until like a decade later when people started hating on them. So I think it's the same thing with like that movie. Because when that first came out, I remember people liking it. And then slowly but surely everyone started to not like it. Because he did other movies that were better.
Well,
but this...
Ryan Reynolds was a horrible Deadpool the first time.
I still haven't seen
in the X-Men or in Wolverine's origin story. They like made half of it right and half of it wrong.
Oh.
They like gave him all these other mutant super abilities and stuff. Like they gave him Cyclops' eyes, and they gave him White Witch's ability to turn to diamond, or Emma Frost's diamonds. It was crazy what they did for him, and it was just dumb. They didn't do the Weapon X any justice there. But they did do the story why his mouth was tied shut. Because in the original was Wade Wilson was like this punk that always ran his mouth. Mm-hmm. And the guy in charge it drove him crazy. So when they made him into the Weapon X, he had it sewn shut. Oh. But of course, he just cut it loose as soon as he got his power, But it just added to his ugliness.
Okay. But yeah, I wanted to ask about the Suicide Squad because I was like, is it a sequel? Is it just another movie? Like, what is it?
And Weapon X's are actually part of the Canadians' secret forces.
Oh.
They're not even American, yeah. Kind of cool. Give the Canadians some credit for having some pretty cool guys when we stole it.
Is this the same Harlequin from the first one?
Yes.
Okay, I thought she was. I just wasn't sure.
Yep, and hopefully it'll be better than Birds of Prey. I'm going to go see it.
This one, to me, just from the preview, looks better than the first one did. I was like, this one looks way more interesting, like I want to go see it. Whereas the first one, I was like, this looks boring.
They got the shark guy to replace Croc. That shark guy down at the bottom, he was in the Flash TV series as a bad guy. So that'll be cool.
This guy looks kind of lame. What's he do?
I don't know who that is.
Oh. He's got like Christmas lights on his wrists.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Rico would know who that guy is. And, they kind of change up their looks a little, so we don't know for sure who they are. But, yep. It'll be interesting. So, is anybody still watching us?
I know you're super excited to go see Sing 2, right?
Sing 2? What's Sing?
Sing?
No, yeah. I never saw Sing 1.
Oh, the other one. I'm seeing all these posters. I remember the Quiet Place. Or not the Quiet Place.
There's a way for me to blow this up so I can see it better.
Your screen. So there we go. This was the other one. Don't Breathe 2.
Was there a No Breeze 1?
Don't Breathe 1 was the one where like the kids went into this dude's house.
Oh yeah!
And he's the deaf guy.
Yeah, that's the guy from Terra Nova. He's awesome. Yeah.
But this one, it's like they took it whereas he's a good guy in this one. And he befriends like a single mom or something. And the kid spends time with him. And people come to his house to rob him or kidnap the girl or something. So he goes after them. And it's all about him saving this little girl.
I'll go see it.
It looks really good.
I love that guy. He's awesome. There's the Spider-Man movie. I said it came out in January, but it looks like December 15th or 17th now.
This might be... Oh, I'll double check. But yeah. You're going to load. Please.
I thought it got pushed to January, but maybe Spawn got pushed back.
No, I just want this. Give me the title, please. Oh my goodness. Google.
I'm trying to find out if it was a live action.
Oh no, it does say December 17th. Okay.
Yeah, awesome. And look, the original Doc Ock is going to be back too.
That's kind of cool.
Because he was a great. Oh wait, no, that was Doc Octopus. He was already in those movies, but he was still awesome.
Oh, his brother's gonna be in it. That's cool.
Oh, I wonder if he's Miles.
Tom Holland's brother. Right. He's gonna be the drug dealer.
Drug dealer. Oh.
I've never watched.
Can you go back there and see if they're gonna have Miles Morales in there? He's the Spider-Man kid that they had a. Oh, look. Electro is going to be in there. Jamie Foxx. Boy, that's just going to be an all-star cast.
Cumberbatch is in it as Doctor Strange.
Oh. Well, Doctor Strange has probably got to send him there.
That would make sense. I
don't see Tobey Maguire or Garfield.
Maybe there's another one that's coming out that's going to have them in it. Is it not? Is there a different one?
Happy Hogan. Huh. Is John Favreau, isn't that the guy who's the Iron Man's bodyguard?
Head of security, as he says many times.
He's the guy who did all the directing for The Mandalorian.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
Come on. I'm on my phone, Phil. Sorry, whoever that is. Yeah, maybe this is a different one. You said there were 3 coming out, right?
Well, no, this is the only Spider-Man one.
Wow.
But I mean, it's still. I think Jamie Foxx was from the Garfield one, wasn't he?
It's been so long since I saw those movies.
Yeah. Oh well, maybe they want it. They may want to keep it more of a surprise for people that don't know.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, hey, you're gonna go see the Paw Patrol movie, right?
No, I've never seen Paw Patrol.
We got The Flash.
Ooh, November.
It's so weird to me that DC did the exact opposite of Marvel. They did their group film before most of their single films.
Yeah, like I say, they just don't know what's going on.
Like, they should have... So what if you're copying them? Big deal. You do your base movies first. Then you do the movie where they all come together.
I'm trying to scroll.
Nice. Avatar 2 is actually happening.
Yeah, and let's see if the guy that doesn't sleep is in this one. Because he was in the Avatar, the original. He was the bad guy with the scars on his head.
Oh, yes. It's true. Oh, they're not going to give me pictures.
Oh, well.
I don't think he'd be in this one because he got his butt kicked, didn't he?
Yeah, unless he's like he comes back as an alien or something. Let's see the Flash and see if it's the same kid.
And that was me. Sorry, Steven. That was my image.
Oh, and I can't read anything that people are saying now because I made the screen big.
Oh, no. But Steven heard my which music go off.
I made it so I can see it.
All right. Is this the same kid?
It's the guy from the Harry Potter series. Yeah, it should be. Well, I don't know. Filmography. Yeah, that's him.
Okay. Yep. Dawn of Justice League right there. Okay.
I guess it's not Harry Potter's. It's that Fantastic Beasts. But yeah.
Close enough. Let's see. Okay, here's the Batman one, just called The Batman.
Yeah, let's see. So
yeah. The Spider-Verse one comes out in 2022. So I'm assuming this one will have all 3 of them.
Okay. I didn't realize there were 2 different Spider-Man movies.
Oh.
Because Morpheus and Tom Holland, I think, is going to be in Morpheus and in Venom, just as a bit role, maybe.
Hey, Jess, how's it going? Oh, this is the one with Twilight Boy.
Yeah.
Which I don't... So what? Who cares? It's a completely different role.
Yeah, it's just his jaw's kind of small. I know that sounds stupid.
They can CGI a jaw on.
His jaw comes like to a little point.
They could do a CGI.
It seems like Batman, the one thing you can see is the jaw. There's like a big manly jaw, and this guy is like a little prince jaw. But yeah, it'll be really interesting to see if this Batman will connect to Superman and Flash and all those guys. Or if he's going to connect to the Suicide Squad. Ooh. No.
More lies.
Oh. No more lies. Okay. Maybe he's going to be going after the Joker in this one.
I'm assuming that's Commissioner Gordon.
Probably. Lies. This is interesting. I wonder who the bad guy is. See, look at he looks like a little kid in the back.
Yeah, kind of does.
He can't have a chin like that. And they should have got a guy with a little more meat on his bones too.
Probably. All right, is she supposed to be Catwoman?
Oh, that'd be cool. Catwoman's the best.
She had like pointy ears on her little headdress thing.
Oh, there's the Joker. You know, that didn't look like very good fighting.
No, it didn't. That was some of the old school Star Trek wide swing fighting.
Yeah, okay, so I'm not really... I think we might finally see a bad Batman movie.
I mean, I'll give it a shot, but that kind of looked like...
I wonder what RB is going to think of this. Yeah,
like it would make more sense if they framed it in the sense that it was Robin becoming Batman after Batman died, and that's why he's so young. But I don't think they're framing it that way.
Or it could be when Batman broke his back, and then he could come back with the better suit.
Oh, yeah. Why do I see a Jurassic Park logo? Are they making another one?
I don't know, but I'll watch it because I like them.
Oh, okay. So the new Kingsman movie's been pushed back to 2020. Okay, so that's December.
Don't care about that movie.
So yeah, this must be the Spider-Man with all the Spider-Mans in it. S says off topic, but what do you think about the sun and moon and darkness and a blaze pack? What are we talking about?
Is that a movie?
I don't know. You would think that the cast and crew would start with the Spider-Man.
What? You know what? I wonder if this is a cartoon. This might be Miles Morales. Yeah, this is a cartoon.
Yeah, okay, continuing story about Miles Morales. All right.
Okay. So this is just the cartoon.
The one in Suicide Squad, I think, is Polka Dot Man. Okay. Let me see. Are they...
I believe it. Polka Dot Man. That'd be a good one. So that's why I didn't know anything about this one.
Okay, yeah.
Cartoon.
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's coming out after this one. So Dune, I don't care. I didn't like the book for Dune, so I'm not going to see the movie. They're giving Sonic the Hedgehog a sequel. Why?
I never saw the first one.
Why? Okay, the Top Gun remake reboot thing, which I think is supposed to be a continuation.
Don't care about that one.
I don't know what the Colony. Why does that one sound familiar?
I don't know.
It's like I've randomly seen these trailers and they somewhat sound familiar, but not familiar at the same time. And then she's in future after global catastrophe has wiped out nearly all humanity on Earth. An elite astronaut from the space colony, Kepler, must take a decision that will seal the fate of people of both planets. Okay, I don't remember this one. I don't recognize the people in it either. And here's our Jurassic movie. Jurassic World Dominion? Or is that Domination? That's Dominion, right? I think that says Dominion. Chris Pratt's in it again. Ed, did you freeze? Is Ed frozen, people? Oh.
Oh, I'm back.
Okay, there we go.
Don't know what's going on. I had the cable guy fix it, and it's not fixed.
Oh, there's a trailer. Okay. So yeah, we are getting a new. Apparently, we're getting a new Jurassic Park movie.
RB, I'll watch it and see how bad he is. Yeah, I'll do the same thing, RB. I love Jurassic Park because I like looking at
17-second commercial.
The first Jurassic Park ever was amazing.
Yes, it was.
They had just put in like Adobe speakers, like the ones that go around the theater.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first movie I ever heard. The noise coming from behind. So cool. So
let's see. We got another 007 movie.
Yep.
We got something called Kissing Booth 3, which I've never heard of. Troll Hunters, so another Troll Hunters movie. I think that's their second one. The Shang-Chi movie. I think we talked about this one before.
Yep, that's the Marvel movie that comes out, I think, on the 4th of August.
3rd of September.
Oh,
it seems like they keep pushing these things back.
It really does.
All right, RB, you go get ready for your stream. Had a nice stream. Apparently, RB is streaming at 6. Cool.
They just keep waiting for places like Connecticut to open. Because that's got to be
could be
billions.
Yeah, I don't know. I think our movie theaters are open, but I don't know if they're open. Half of them say they're still closed. Some say they're open.
Life here is completely back to normal.
Yeah, it's not here. We just extended our governor's executive privileges again. So we're giving him more power. Again.
There are absolutely no rules at all, except when you go to the doctor, you're supposed to wear a mask. And nobody's allowed to make fun of you if you wear a mask. Which is fine, because I don't.
All right, we got Spider-Man Genesis in 2022.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. Well, that loads. We got another Minions movie. Oh boy. I saw the Halloween movie too. I was watching it and I thought it was a fire commercial, about smoke detectors or something, because it starts with a house on fire and people running out of the house. I didn't realize it was another Halloween movie.
The stupid actress in the last Halloween movie made me so mad. What's her name?
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yes, because she is so anti-gun and wants to take everybody's guns away, and yet she's being paid millions of dollars to run around with a shotgun and machine guns and everything. And I'm like, you lousy hypocrite. So, yeah.
So it seems like there's a lot more Stage 4 Marvel movies coming out.
Yep.
Because the only one that I knew was confirmed Stage 4 was the Multiverse with Doctor Strange, the animated one. Let's see. Spider-Man Genesis takes place 6 months after Ben's death. We'll follow 17-year-old Peter Parker as he tries to reconcile with his distant Aunt May around the time of Ben's birthday. Meanwhile, I don't know. There's no information for it.
Because
it's animation. Yes, it says adventure drama animation.
Just another cartoon.
Darn. I want more Tom Holland movies, not cartoons, people.
Yes, Tom Holland is awesome.
So I knew about this one.
Yeah, and that's not a cartoon. That's a real deal.
I thought this one was a cartoon.
Nope.
Oh.
That's a real deal. And then that Thor movie is the one that I'm afraid is going to ruin the franchise.
Uh-oh.
If they make Natalie Portman full-time Thor, I may not be coming back. Oh my gosh, and they've got Guardians of the Galaxy slated back. They took it off the slate for a while. Let's see if they still have Chris Pratt in it.
Because yeah.
He was the big deal why I think they wanted to
jump it. That Resident Evil movie says "Welcome back to Rack." I'm assuming it's going to say "Welcome back to Raccoon City." Wasn't Raccoon City nuked? There's no city. I'm pretty sure they nuked it at the end of one of the movies.
I'll watch it because I love those.
What's the Marvels? Did we talk about that one at all?
What is the Marvel one?
I don't know. I'm just going to pull it up. We'll have a couple things. Oh, Ghostbusters got a sequel.
Oh my gosh, that sequel I've been wanting to see forever. It looks so good.
There's your Morpheus, which has been pushed back to January 2022.
Oh my gosh.
All right, Doctor. Yeah, okay, it's not. It is. It's live action. It's good. It's good. That'll be cool to see that one.
Yeah, and Wanda will be in it, and I'm looking forward
to it. Well, it says Chris Hemsworth is Thor.
Yeah, but from what I understand, the original script was the only way to get Natalie Portman to come back was to make her Thor.
It does say Natalie Portman is Jane Foster / Mighty Thor.
Yeah, because they say that Thor isn't worthy of the hammer. And so they give it to his girlfriend.
That doesn't make any sense.
And
what makes her worthy to hold the hammer?
Well, there's a couple times in the comic books throughout the years she did. It's kind of like, all their girlfriends are super good. Like, there was probably an episode where Lois Clark had Superman power, one or two comic books. Now, Thor, I believe in one line, he becomes Odin, and his niece becomes the new Thor.
Well, he
has a sword, and she's awesome.
Well, hey, good luck is you have to wait till May of next year to see it, so.
A lot of time to change it.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 does have Chris Pratt in it.
Good. I originally, they had taken it off the slate because they were putting the Immortals in.
Oh.
But I'm glad that they put that back on the slate because that is wonderful. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy 3 is supposed to be about Gamora.
Okay.
A story about Gamora. So that's cool.
Interesting. Let's see. I wanted to see the raccoon one. It's out in November. Let's see. Once the booming city of pharmaceutical giant Umbrella Corp, Raccoon City is dying Midwestern town. The company Exodus left. Okay, so this must be a altered timeline or something.
Well, is Mila in it?
No.
So it's just a whole new story.
I guess so, yeah. Because I remember I think the first or second one, when they go down to the facility, they nuke it at the end of it.
The second one. Yeah, the end of the second one. And that's a great movie.
I love all the... Yeah, they're all so good.
I do, too. I love them.
I can watch them anytime they're on. Oh, no, I minimized. Crap, which one did I close? Oh, this one I closed by accident. So, yeah, Morpheus was pushed back to January.
Oh, S is saying no because of James Gunn. Now, is he the guy who's also directing Suicide Squad?
Oh, The Marvels is a sequel to Captain Marvel.
Oh, okay.
That's all the information we have on it so far. It comes out November of next year.
Captain Marvel was wonderful, so Shazam.
Oh, we're getting a third.
We hired him over a year ago. Yeah, I heard Batista said he wouldn't come back unless he came back or something.
It's just so dumb. Hey, Petro Man, how's it going?
Hey, Petro. We're talking movies coming up.
It looks like we got some good. Oh, we got a next page.
Ooh. Oh, there's this awesome movie theater in Chicago we could go to. It has an elevator. You take this elevator up to get into the theater, and then you walk down. You get into the theater, and you walk down into the theaters.
That's cool. There's another Spider-Man movie on the second page. So we're getting the Black Panther movie.
Yes, and the big bad guy in that is my hero, Namor. So I'm hoping Namor becomes a good guy. I hope he's an anti-hero, or I hope he becomes a hero again.
Does that say Shrek 5?
Yep.
Why?
Well, Michael Myers hasn't had any money lately.
It's probably going to just be Shrek's kids.
Michael Myers and
Shrek's going to die, and it's going to be who's the new king.
Michael Myers hasn't made a movie in forever. Eddie Murphy hasn't made a movie forever, and Cameron Diaz.
Oh, the other one was Tomorrow War, which is an Amazon movie.
Oh yes, Tomorrow
That looks
War
interesting.
with Chris Pratt. Yeah, I love Chris Pratt.
Like the fact that they're pulling people from the past to go to the future and fight their war, I thought was an interesting idea.
Yeah.
Let's see, we're getting a Transformers. Oh, it's not an animated movie.
Well,
They're doing it. It's going to be on my favorite Transformers series. It's going to be on Beast Wars.
Oh, cool.
Because it says the Maximals and the Predacons, and that was Beast Wars, which makes sense because it's called Transformers: Rise of Beasts.
Well, in the last one they showed what was it, Shamrock? What was the T-Rex, the leader of them?
See, those guys weren't in Beast Wars.
Oh, okay.
Those were in, I think, the original series with the Dinobots in it.
Dinobots, that's right.
But okay. Yeah, this one is the animated one was based on. They were super far into the future, and like the Decepticons were like took a ship and were getting away. So
why don't they just all get along eventually? They're all robots.
So the Autobots took their ship, but they weren't they were called Maximals, and then they landed on Earth. But they couldn't survive unless they took the form of animals. So the good guys were all like mammals and shit, and then the bad guys did like lizards and dinosaurs and scorpions and crap. And it like the whole point was it was somehow the same planet that the Autobots Ark had landed on, and had like it had all the Optimus Prime and shit, and it was a good one. That's kind of cool that it's getting a live action free adaptation.
RB says I have to see the Transformers because of the Beasts.
That'd be kind of cool. I'm looking forward to that one. So that's something to look forward to for next summer. Let's see, Black Panther, which I'm so glad they're actually making it because I thought it was stupid to just stop the franchise.
Yeah,
like how many times have there been superheroes where it's a different person? Well, how many Batmans have there been? How many Supermans have there been? There's always going to be somebody that takes the mantle up.
Yeah, and I think his sister's going to become the new Black Panther.
And that would make sense. But wait, I thought all the flowers were destroyed.
What?
Wasn't there something with a flower that gave them their powers?
Oh, I don't know. I don't.
Like in the first one, I could have sworn that the distant relative that took over had all the flowers destroyed.
She had taken up his mantle before when he'd like gone to other universes and stuff. You know, when they, maybe they need him and they're trying to get people to start watching or reading a different comic book. So they take big popular characters and move them. And then she became the Black Panther. And I just don't have a problem with it because
he did
pass away and she's not Natalie Portman.
And it's not like they're going to stomp all over his legacy. It's so...
Yeah, Natalie Portman is a wuss. And she's a human. She's not a... well.
Let's see. So, yeah, there's another Spider-Man, which, based on this cover, looks not... Oh, does it? Okay, that doesn't say Tom Holland as Peter Parker. That's somebody else. Let's see. Oh, the Candyman movie. I saw a preview for that. That looked good.
I saw.
That's a horror film, bro. That's going to be a horror film.
Are they doing a movie about Val Kilmer?
Maybe. We'll open that one up. There's the Green Knight that we just looked at. We got the Ultimate Spider-Man Origins. I'm assuming that's an animated one.
I don't know. Might be Miles Morales.
Let's see. We got Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania.
Ooh, I love Ant-Man.
And then something called my Nest. Favorites. Looks disgusting. Oh, we got more. Creed. This I don't know. Stop remaking the Addams Family.
Well, I kind of feel the same way with stop making Rocky movies.
Speaking of people that should stop making movies, did you hear Harrison Ford got injured on the set of another Indiana Jones movie?
Oh no, they're making another one.
Apparently, he got injured. Let's see. We're getting a Shazam movie, a sequel, I'm assuming.
Oh,
they're doing a Jeepers Creepers. Cool.
I will go see that. Jeepers Creepers.
I will. I love Jeepers Creepers. There's the Uncharted movie based on a video game that's starring Tom Holland. Yeah, look, Indiana Jones 6 right there.
Wow.
Oh, they should have stopped after Crystal Skulls. Antlers, we've talked about before.
They should have just got a better guy to replace him. Wait,
yeah, like have it.
See if Shia LaBeouf is in this one.
I gotta open it up, so we're good.
I would rather see Sean Connery take over than Shia LaBeouf.
We're getting Kung Fu Panda 4.
I haven't seen any of those.
We're getting a Beatles movie.
Yeah, I'm not a big. I bet you Rico would like that one.
Another Mission Impossible. Another Triple X movie.
What?
We're getting a Witcher movie. This stupid Zack Snyder director's cut Justice League that I've seen so much stuff about.
I thought that was already done.
I thought it was too, but apparently now it's being put. I thought it was already on HBO.
The Degenerate said Chanugad versus Natalie Portman. My money's on Portman. She's not the hitman anymore. She was cool when she was 11. She's been going downhill ever since.
Madagascar 4. Black Adam, is that a DC movie? Yes.
Yes, that'll be The Rock. He's the bad guy in
We got some anime movie.
Marvel.
There's a Scream movie. Is it being remade?
Oh my gosh.
Just do that one. Let's see. Oh no, I didn't want a new window. I see.
I prefer remakes than
the Spider-Man Lotus movie is not animated. Following the tragic death of his former girlfriend, seemingly caused by his own attempt to save her, Peter Parker, who is played by Warden Wayne, lingers in his guilt of the past, questioning whether the curse of his alter ego should be buried for good. When he's met by the news that a terminally ill child has requested to meet Spider-Man, Peter Parker contemplates the decision before comforting him in his final days. That sounds boring.
What's the company that made this?
I don't know.
I wonder if they're setting up Miles Morales for the next one and it's old Peter Parker. Because Peter Parker goes down and Miles takes up the throne.
Oh. That'll be interesting.
But then it turns out Peter Parker's not dead.
Let's see. Val. Yep, it's a movie about Val Kilmer. We got Ultimate Spider Origins, which has Miles Morales as Spider-Man. This one doesn't say animated. This one says action adventure. But this clearly looks like an animated poster.
It looks like a terrible poster. Oh, well.
And then, again, it's not Tom Holland's voice. Okay. Let's see. After horrifying death of Peter Parker in the hands of the Green Goblin, a new youthful Miles Morales steps up. So this is the step-up one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so I was wondering if that other one is the one who died.
Oh, okay, maybe.
Do a prequel before the sequel. I don't know.
Let's see. Ant-Man and the Wasp one. The third film in the Marvel trilogy. Plot details are kept hidden. Of course they are. But it's got Paul Rudd back again, so we know that much.
Amazing. I think the problem with the Spider-Man ones is just going to confuse people and make people think it's DC.
It like the fact that they're like you want to do animated stuff without Tom, that's fine. But the live action stuff, keep the same dude as Spider-Man.
It's going to confuse everything.
Like we've got like 3 different arcs now, animated and live. It's just weird. Let's see. Shazam, Fury of the Gods. It's good. Okay, so it's the same cast. It's going to be live action, so that might be interesting. That comes out in 2023. Jeepers Creepers, Reborn.
I can't imagine Patty ever going downhill. She just seems like always on the rise to me. Nobody has more energy.
So, okay, it just looks like another Jeepers Creepers film. Nothing too fancy about it.
Yeah, I like those.
They're always good. There was one that just talked about, like, it was in between the first two, so it was kind of interesting.
Oh my gosh, RB goes in a minute.
Oh no. Okay. Fifth and final Indiana Jones movie in the franchise. So they're finally done making them after this one.
Well, that's sad. I was hoping they'd find somebody new.
And of course, Harrison Ford's in it.
Yeah, it's too bad that River Phoenix died because he could have taken over.
Let's see. Black Adam 2022, DC film centered around Shazam's anti-hero nemesis. Okay. Oh, Jane with John. Okay. And then Scream, the fifth film in the Scream franchise. So it's just called Scream, and it's a fifth film. That's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
Well, okay, that's all of our movies. Because
we didn't even get to play the game.
Oh, we didn't. We completely ran out of time. This is what happens when we take a week off. We got too much stuff to talk about.
Yeah, we really did.
Zen, are you still here? And do you have a link to RB's stream? Or am I pulling it up? Because I can pull it up if you don't have it. Oh. If this is the same stream, did you know that Rico's going to be a special guest on it?
No. Guten Tag, Patty. Oh, you know what? Next week I may not be able to be here.
Uh-oh.
I have got to drive my family to Iowa next week, and I think I'll be in Iowa. I don't know if I'll be able to log on or not while I'm in.
All right. So we'll keep that in mind, people. Ed may not be here next week. We'll think of something, maybe.
My uncle's going blind.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so we're going to rush down there and see him before he goes blind.
All right. Well, good luck with that. Sorry about that.
Yeah, it sucks.
And Anna, I go. Okay, so RB and Rico are live.
Oh, gosh.
Thank you all for hanging out with us today. Go head on over there. There's some cool people. Rico's got a plant in his face, so that should be interesting. And we'll catch you guys either next week or after or at some point. You'll see us before sometime. See you, everybody.